World War, the tower which could have been the beginning of free electricity was destroyed. The United States government suspected that German spies might somehow secretly use the tower as a radio transmitter. However, Morgan didn't stop me from managing to achieve something monumental. I was able to conduct only one complete experiment under the Warden Cliff project, but how great it was! To avoid any loss of life, I found the most remote location in eastern Siberia and sent through the ionosphere a huge burst of energy to Tunguska, and that is where it exploded. The entire northern hemisphere saw that light that I had created.
Wait a minute. Are you implying that the Tunguska meteorite explosion was you?
I'm not implying anything. I was forced to sign a non-disclosure agreement by the US government. But those who had eyes could see the truth. Come, take a look. No wonder those damn security services still keep track of me.
What makes you think he's a federal agent?
Shh. Because with the sheer enormity of my intellect, my mind could still create a massively destructive weapon. The Tunguska meteorite was only the beginning. I designed the rays of peace which could destroy thousands of planes 100 miles away. Every country would be able to defend itself with an invisible Great Wall by putting towers with the rays of peace along their nation's borders. Of course, the military would give anything to get their hands on my rays of peace, so they could turn them into rays of death. Because if my rays of peace were placed in a certain configuration, anything surrounded by them would be utterly destroyed. I could be the main secret weapon of the Pentagon, but I hate war. But that's the way our world works. Governments have a way of turning peaceful inventions into weapons. I was the one who invented the ability to control ships and airplanes by radio frequency. I introduced the first radio-controlled ship in 1898 during the New York Electrical Exhibition. Once I had perfected this technology, I brought about the era of larger, more practical toys. My research and experiments made it possible to control a warship remotely from the shore at a distance of 25 nautical miles. You see, it's really quite simple. Continuous control is possible via an automatically received signal of disparity between the desired and present location of the ship you're controlling, so you can make any object move to wherever you want.
Those earrings have fake pearls.
Good for her. The only way I could enjoy talking to such women would be by radio. As if they were aliens.
But aliens don't exist. If they did, I'd give anything to be the one to interview them.
They do exist. I have talked to them. In the first quarter of this century, everybody went mad because of the popularity of a new medium. Radio. People with money to invest didn't want to talk about anything except that damned radio. I thought the idea of radio was old news and did not want to take part in any of their revelry. But in 1926, the heirs of Colonel Astor asked me to rework the radio transmitter to improve the quality of radio communications. I agreed, only for the sake of my old friend. While testing my equipment, I suddenly caught mysterious signals that were generated by some kind of technology. According to my calculations, they were sent from Mars, with a probability of 94%. But it happened only once. Perhaps it was because Mars was closer to the Earth than it had been in several thousand years. The signals stopped, and I could never prove that I had really caught the radio signals from Mars.